is already 1, 2, 3, 4. This guy's
Here. Alright, this is a very short ride. And yeah, we're gonna look up. It's gonna involve your good. Perfect. Alright, just to make sure your hard hats are tuned today, by the way, because you get a pretty yard headache at the end of the tour, but make sure they're nice and snug, okay? While we were looking up, we're actually 22 meters underground at the moment. That's not deep compared to most mines. Deepest mine we have here in Sudbury, it's actually Korean mine, and that one stands around 2,000 meters deep. So a lot deeper than this one, also a lot hotter. You'll notice it's a little bit chilly in here. Our mine is 13 degrees Celsius all year, so yeah. Yeah. Now, still in the hard hat conversation, I got 3 hard hats. Hard hats. This one's the first hard hat. Not really a hard hat. It's just a hat. It didn't protect the head whatsoever, but it is what they wore back in the 1800s underground. And yeah, that was the first hard hat that they wore. That's the one. My personal favorite is the one from the 1950s. Now this one is a little bit better at protecting the head. It's actually hard. It's a hard hat now. But what's my favorite part about it is in the 1950s we finally had electricity underground. So we have our little headlamp right here, and it's connected to a battery pack. It just loops around the boat like that. And it's pretty heavy, so holding it for like 8 or 12 hours gets a lot sometimes. But yeah, that's the hard hat from the 1950s. And then, last up, we have our modern day hard hat. Just like the one you're wearing, except this one has ear protection. It's like miner's ears, because underground is very, very loud. They can't be exposed to that much decibels. And that is because of all the machines they have and stuff like that. And there's a little spot right there for the portable like that, just like this one. And it just hooks on, and there you go. There's your modern day hard hat. Now, I'm going to talk a little bit about the structure of a mine. We are currently in a shaft. Shaft is a long vertical hole. Ours is a dynamic room that's called the valley chasm, so welcome. Now in our shaft, we have our cage, which is what we just use to get down. That brings miners up and down. Typically, we have our skip. That brings equipment up and down from the surface. So yeah. Now, we're about to enter the airlock. After the airlock, we'll do the drifts. Drifts are horizontal tunnels underground. Typical mine, we have various levels. Here at Dynamic Earth, we only have one. We also, our mine was never really a mining production. We don't have enough ore to mine in this area, so it's strictly used for tourism. So yeah. Now, is there any questions before we move on? Good? Perfect. Now we're getting to the fun part. So, you guys can follow me this way.
Okay.
Now you're great. And surprise, it's another door. So cool. Okay, guys, follow me to the door. Alright, so this area right here is the airlock. Basically, what it's for, air. As you know, miners also need oxygen to breathe. They're also human. Surprise. And underground, we have very little oxygen for miners. So the airlock helps supply and ventilate air underground. You'll also notice the quartz above my head here. Those basically just tell us the conditions underground. You'll see there's humidity, which is at 95.3% to be exact. That is a little bit high, but not as high as I usually see it. In the summer, it's usually 98 or 99%, which basically means there's water everywhere. On the floor, ceilings, walls, you can't escape it. There'll be puddles if you wore sandals. Good luck, just avoid them. It'll also be dripping. Don't worry, it won't hurt you, except if you straighten your hair today, you know what humidity does to straighten hair. You get a bad piece of hard hat hair. It happens. And then CO2, that's carbon dioxide. That is a gas product for humans. So we want those levels to stay around 0, and highest I've seen here is 0.1. Now, conditions look perfect to go in. If there's any questions. Good? Perfect. I promise there's not another door, so I'll open this.
My head is smell. My head
Okay,
is.
so you're gonna see a blue light up ahead of the pile of rocks. I want you guys to go wait for me over there. Do not go into the darkness, okay? So just be up ahead. You guys are good to go on this here. Okay? Just over there.
Andre, stay. You stay there, right? Huh? You say stay here, right? Oh. Okay. Blue light. Stay here.
That's it. I think that's about it.
Just stand right here. Okay. All right. This is the most crowded area of the tour. Anyway, welcome everyone to the drifts. Now, as I mentioned, drifts are horizontal tunnels underground. You'll notice there are some cables and wires wrapped around them. And that's to provide electricity, communication systems by radio right here, and lights. And also miners carry headlamps with them just to help them get extra light underground. So yeah. Now, as we know, most humans have 5 senses, right? If we were to touch, we feel things, we could smell, we could see. Now, if we were to use our ears, we can hear hundreds of miners working underground at this very moment. But can anyone tell me what we're really looking for underground? Any guesses?
Mining.
We are looking for ore. So in various places they find different ores. Here in Sudbury we focus a lot on nickel and copper ore. Other places they focus on gold, could be coal, could be halite, but here it's nickel and copper. Now, we're going to shed some light on this pile of rocks right here. You're going to see some shiny little specks in there. That is ore that miners have to take up on the surface, and it goes through a very long process to extract it. And that basically turns into some of the everyday items we have on surface. So mining is very, very essential. Without it, our society would be completely different. So yeah. Now, as I mentioned, we're going to be time traveling back in time into the 1800s. So put your time traveling pants on and follow me for my magical time traveling lights this way.
Malamig. Malamig. Oh.
All right, you're ready to nurse Bob. Please send Bob on your way by. Hey, Bob.
Oh. Hi, Bob.
Hi, Bob.
He's shelter. He'll be back.
I'm Devin.
Back.
Hi, Bob. I'm Devin.
Perfect. All right. So hope your time traveling experience was well, but we are now in the 1800s. Now things run a little bit differently here. Let me tell you that. This is the start of Western mining here in Sudbury. Of course, before the 1800s, there was of course indigenous people mining here, but I'm focusing primarily on Western mining. Okay. Cool. Now, I'm going to tell you safety out the window. It was not a priority underground. Miners, they were in a lot of danger often. I'll talk about that, but yeah. Let's pretend each one of you are miners. You might be here for various reasons. You might have come from out of town, heard Sudbury has some great mines, looking to make a little bit of cash. Or you could be as young as 13, working underground, looking to make a paycheck for your family. So I see a couple of you guys got a couple more years to go. work underground for your family, make some money, and it's not a lot of money, I'll tell you that much. And yeah, now, another thing you're going to notice about the safety is the wood surrounding the drifts. Those are used to reinforce the drifts. Believe it or not, Sudbury actually used to be a town of lumber before we know it for mining. Cut a lot of wood supplied to other places through the Spanish River. Thing is about Sudbury logs, they aren't very water resistant. They will get soft, rot easily, also get moldy, then making the miners sick, also breaking the drifts, which wasn't too ideal, as you can imagine. And yeah, so those are Sudbury logs reports and drifts. And last up, you're also going to notice the most obvious thing is the candles. So yes, back in the 1800s, electricity didn't exist. So their best source of light was candles underground. Now, if you didn't know, candles equals fire. Fire equals usually bad. But without it, they can't really see underground. It was their best source of light. And yeah, we got a great list of things going on. We got 13 holes underground. We got rotting wood, sick miners. We got fire. We even got more dangerous things happening. And yeah, you can imagine 1800s wasn't the most ideal years to be working. Now, is there any questions? Good? Perfect. You're also going to notice it's all like Minecraft. You ever played Minecraft? Without the monsters. There's no monsters. Promise that. Okay, if there are no questions, we can move on. Once you enter this drift, you're going to notice it's a little bit short. So if you're short, you get to laugh at everyone else's faces, okay? So, yeah, if you're average height, please duck your head a little bit. It doesn't hurt, but it makes a really loud, embarrassing noise as everyone around you know you hit your head. And yeah. Any question over here? Good?
Which way do we have to go?
This way. This is where we're getting out of. Okay? Perfect. Got it.
Keep going, keep going, keep going. Watch your head. Watch your head.
Alright, we can go ahead and gather around this room. Alright, we're good in here. Perfect. Alright, so welcome everyone to the 1800s Stope. Stope is basically where all the good stuff happens, where all the mining. Now in this area, I have a couple of jobs and equipment to talk about. So I can take up to 3 volunteers. So I have any volunteers here? I have one. This side. I know. More. Okay, I got one more, and I'll take one more. You guys
No
can let it out. I'll do out. Okay, I'll take 2. It's okay. All right. So thank you for volunteering. Now I didn't really tell you you're volunteering for, so let me tell you. Congrats, you're hired. You now get to make a little bit of money for your family. You got a job. Yeah. Now, I just need to assign you guys each a job underground, just so we can get the mine in production, keep things in balance. So, first up, I'll hand you the shovel. Just keep the head of it on the floor so you don't hurt your toes, okay? Perfect. You can show that off to everyone while they're off. Perfect, all right. So I hand you the pickaxe. That basically means you are the miner. It's the most common job underground. Everyone knows what a miner does.
I want to be a miner.
You want to be? Come on up, I can take one more spot. Perfect, all right. I got one more. Perfect, okay. Now, you are the miner. Pretty common job. Everyone knows what a miner does. You got your pickaxe, you can be mining rocks. Without a miner, we wouldn't really have a mine now, would we? So, I say the most important of the crew. I'll hand you that in 2 seconds, okay? So, yeah. Now, why do we work? We work for money, right? So, I'm going to tell you a little bit about your paycheck. You make $2 a day, 12-hour shift. So yeah, you gotta stay for 12 hours, and then after that, you get $2.
Can I take my hat off?
Keep the hat on.
My head is hurting with this on.
I might have to loosen it a little bit. Okay, but I'll hand you the shovel though.
Okay.
There you go.
Alright, so I hand you the shovel. That basically means you are the laborer. Now, not a fun job. Now what you have to do is you're going to shovel them up, put it in that ore cart, and move the ore cart around. Now, I hope you've been working out lately because this job required a lot of muscle and strength. It was not fun. And usually the laborer didn't require a lot of skill. Anyone could be a laborer, frankly. So you actually make less money under the crew too. You made $1.60 per day, 12 hours shift. Of course, back then it was worth a lot more, but it really just puts in perspective. So yeah. And last up, under these, we wear a little bit wet.
I want
No.
So,
You got the shovel, you're fine.
I don't want to shovel.
all right, so I hand you
I don't want to shovel. Let's get out.
Alright, I had to use the chisel and the mallet. That basically means you're the driller. Now, the driller requires a lot of skill. You need to drill a hole around 2 feet deep to put the dynamite in there and blast a new area. Never know. It's very silly. And your chisel and mallet isn't going to do a lot of damage in a short amount of time, so it took a lot of skill. So you made the most money out of the crew. You made $2.20 per day. Wow. 20 cents more than the miner, but I'm really saying 20 cents more. Alright, everyone, please go ahead of my volunteers, guys. Thank Alright, so I'll talk about your paycheck later. First, you have to stay here for 12 hours and earn your $13. Now, I'm going to play a quick video on these two TVs right here, so you guys go ahead and take a look. So this video was filmed in the early 1900s here in Sudbury. Shows the life of a miner. You also notice in the video that there are no women. Women were actually considered bad luck. So if a girl did manage to sneak up under here, they'd stop production for weeks on end, afraid something bad would happen. But I'm working for a year now, nothing bad has happened yet. Alright, this is the drift. The drift is pretty small. Where did it have to go now? I have one more little thing to talk about. It's back on the topic of drillers. As I said, they had the drill and the mallet. But Sudbury was one of the earliest places to receive mechanical drills underground. That right there is one of them. I'll showcase a video of this drill to show you guys how it works. Alright, for this drill, you need 2 miners to work it. One would be drilling, the other would be spraying water onto the site because dust created by Sudbury rock is very bad to breathe in. Now we're going to fill their drill hole with some dynamite and blast a new area. Light the dynamite and put it in there. Now they're going to walk away nonchalantly. We should be running a lot faster than that, FYI. And here's our trusty old laborers working hard for their paycheck. Is there any questions for this area? Good? Perfect. Oops. So you guys can follow me. Please watch your head once again when you go through.
Ano ba? May tubig dito yung lasik.
Whoa!
Yes, okay.
Alright, so we are currently at the bottom of an ore chute. This is where miners from levels above will come dump all their rocks to lower levels, just to get rid of it. That right there is the chute. This is the cart, got some fool's gold in there and stuff. I believe I actually hear rocks incoming at the moment. Alright everyone, brace for impact, they'll be down any second. Okay, any second. Okay. 3, 2, and 1. 1. Rocks got stuck. It's okay. That was just super anticlimactic on my part, so sorry about that. Don't worry, we can get these rocks down. This happens a lot because of the technology back then. We had to often send rocks in various sizes, which often gets jammed up. Okay, plan A would be grab this stick right here. It looks like a giant toothpick. And then grab it. I would then crawl up there and basically shove my stick around till the rocks have been stuck. But I don't really crawl up there today, and it's kind of dangerous. So, plan A is a bust. Of course, got plan B, plan C. We're gonna go straight to plan Z. Last option available, for sure to work though. In order for this, I need someone who's quick. Is anyone here quick? You look quick. Perfect. Yeah, what you're gonna do is I'm gonna hand you a piece of dynamite. You're gonna crawl up there, you're gonna explode the dynamite, and then you're gonna come back down. Ready?
Ready?
Alright. I sense your hesitance. I won't make you do that. And I also volunteered you to do that. So I understand why you wouldn't want to. But honestly, this is what they would do back then in the 1800s. They'd send some horse up there with a stick of dynamite, explode it, the rocks would get unstuck, the shoe would break, the human would be in great condition either. So yeah, as I said, safety in the 1800s is not a priority. You can imagine the death toll was kind of high, especially in coal mines too. Now, that's it for the 1800s. We're going to move on to the next era, 1950s. Is there any questions for the 1800s in general? We have one in the back.
It's a long way to get back up.
Yeah, it is, but don't worry, we got a cage for that. Any other questions? Good? Perfect. We're going to go into the 1950s, so you guys can follow me this way. Hey, boy, don't try Okay, cool. Alright, so hope your time traveling experience was well once again, but we are now in the 1950s. Things have changed a lot here. In the 1950s, it's actually the nickel boom of Sudbury, which basically means it's equivalent to the gold rush, except with nickel and only in Sudbury. A lot of people are coming from out of town, coming here to work underground. These are the years where we have the most miners working underground, so it's pretty great. We had a nickel party, it was awesome, and yeah, miners also got a couple upgrades. You'll notice in this area when you got in, drifts are a little bit bigger now, so it's less crowded. You'll also notice the lights. Those are miners' lights. Super bright, super efficient. They were super handy back in the 1950s. A lot better than candles, I can tell you that much. So, yeah. And then miners themselves got upgrades. They got a little bit of a pay raise. They now make $2.22 per hour instead of per day. It's a little bit better. Still compared to nowadays, not a lot. And another thing, you could not be 13 and over anymore. You're going to be 18 and up, still like that nowadays. So, yeah, a little bit more safe. And another last thing, you'll notice when you enter this area, the wood's a little bit different. Back then we had Sudbury logs to reinforce the drifts, but now in the 1950s, we have trains connecting all of Canada, would you look at that. So, now these planks are actually from British Columbia. British Columbia has rainforest over there, so their wood is a lot more water resistant than our wood. So it'd be a lot better. Now when we enter this area, those are kind of like saloon doors, so please keep them open for the person behind you so you don't get hit in the head, okay? Cool. Is there any questions for this area? Good? Awesome, you guys can follow me. Make sure to keep the door open.
Saloon doors.
The old cowboy saloon door. The old cowboy saloon door. On the bar. Right here. Somebody give us some break. Alright, facing that way. So yeah, the customer drives, watch the puddle on the ground and get people.
Okay.
Wait,
There's
keep
pile
going.
of water there.
Water?
Yeah. There's pile of water there.
Down a little bit. There should be enough spot. So you have to stand. Pile of water. Alright, so welcome everyone to the 1950s Stope. As I said, Stope is where all the good stuff happens, where all the mining happens. Now, back in the 1800s, we talked a little about the equipment we have, but now I'm going to talk a little bit more about the machines. In the 1950s, technology's evolved quite a bit, so we've got more machines. So first up, I'll talk about this fella right here. That right there is our slusher. I'm going to play a quick sound of our slusher for you folks, so you guys can say it looking ahead, and I'll be right back while I play that sound.
Really?
That's a slusher.
Oh.
So that's the sound of a slusher. Basically, how it works, it places itself near the top of a horseshoe. Earlier we were on the bottom of one, now we're on top of one. If you can't see, you can take a look later. But yeah, please itself, it doesn't move, it stays put. And then extends its arm over here, and basically just scrapes all the rock against the floor into the ore chute. That's how we clean up the new freshly blasted area. So it's basically a cleanup tool. Think of it, I like to compare it to a broom in a way. Scrapes all the rock into the ore chute. And that's your slusher. Now our slusher has a best friend called the mucker. Slusher and the mucker. How cute. This one's the mucker. Now, the thing is, unlike the slusher, this one can mobilize because it is attached to a railway right here. And it also has an ore cart. And basically, scoops up the rock into the ore cart. And it can hold it to a lot of weight. And yeah, that's our mucker. I like to compare it kind of like to a shovel. So yeah. Now, I'll play a quick sound of our mucker for you guys. I'll be right back once again. Now, last up, I know most of you can't see them, so you can take a look later. But last up is our drills. Our drills have evolved a lot since the 1800s. They are so much better than what they used to be. This one is your stoper, drills vertically into the ceiling. But this one, you might have heard of already, it is quite well known and famous. It is called the jackleg drill. Why it's so great, mine is moved left to right. Only one miner has to use it. It's stand on an air leg and use air compression to drill into the wall. So yeah, that's your jackleg drill. It's also connected to a hose to spray out water. Now these drills are also used sometimes even nowadays in modern day mines. So that's pretty cool. Now, is there any questions about the equipment we have here? Good? Okay, of course there was more back in the 1950s, but these are the ones we have here at Dynamic Earth. There are no questions. That means we can move on to the best part of the tour. We are going to blast the wall with dynamite. Now, it gets fun from here. So, you guys can follow me to the wall we're going to blast just this way.
You can just stay on the back.
Alright, so this is our blast taste. This is the wall we are going to be blasting today. And before you guys came down, I actually prepped it up already. so it takes less time for this area because it takes a lot of time. But you'll see, just for an example, there's a hole right here. We got 2 sticks of dynamite in this hole. In total, we have 10 sticks into this wall. Just to see how it looks like. This is just an example of what a stick of dynamite looks like, just like this, and it goes into the hole. And yeah, now just our last little step right here. I have a piece of clay. We're gonna use it to cover up just this hole right here. Just so when the fuse goes off, dynamite doesn't fall out, and that would be quite unfortunate if it did. So yeah. Now, before we blast it, I'm explaining a little bit how it's gonna work. On my go, you guys are gonna turn that corner. There's gonna be a wooden platform. If you're afraid of flashing lights, movement, or sound, you're gonna move beyond that platform, okay? Now I'm gonna stay here and light the fuse. Once I light the fuse, dynamite in the middle will explode first. So then send a shockwave to the dynamite on top, and then the dynamite at the bottom, and this creates a lifting effect. So our machines can come in handy and clean up the muck a lot easier. Now, before we turn that corner, I'm gonna explain a little bit of safety. I want everyone to grab their hats, take your thumbs, lock your ears. This is what mine did back then to protect your ears from blast. This is what you're gonna do to protect your ears from blast, okay? So on my go, you guys can go ahead and do that, alright? Perfect. Now, I'm just gonna ask for the all clear on the surface. Hold on. Shine to control and all clear blast. 12:30 underground tour. Okay, I got to go ahead. So as I said, there's gonna be a wooden platform. You guys go ahead and wait for me over there.
I gotta explode one time. Somebody's gonna explode.
Alright, you guys, if you're afraid of flashing lights, movement, or sound, move beyond that platform, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and light fuse. You guys go ahead and cover up your ears now, okay? I'll be right back. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Fire in the hole, everyone. All right. It's gonna go off in a couple seconds. Just go let the fuse switch up. Okay. Any second. Here it comes. There you go. All right, that's not it. Trust me. Well done. All right, we did it.
All right.
Perfect. That wouldn't be so bad. Yeah. Oh, it smells good. Okay, so now I'm sure you guys are curious to go check out the damage. I just want to make sure what they before we could do that. I put 10 sticks in there in total. Now, I might be wrong, but I counted 9 blasts. Which usually means 1 stick cannot explode. Now, I could wait here, send you poor souls to go check it out and see if it blasted. But that's not very safe. So, we're gonna stay clear of this area. We're gonna move that way. That's gonna be a problem for the tour group behind me. I'll warn them over the radio. We're gonna move on. I don't wanna deal with that today.
Yo, Bob. Bob is here again. Still alive. Ah, shorties.
I wonder who's the shorties. Alright, so this is the end of the 1950s. We haven't gone to watch since the 1800s. we got way around over here. So watch out for the puddle right there. Never stops moving. Alright, so this is modern day mining. We're back to 2023. Now, things have changed a lot. And I tell you, our mine is a little bit inaccurate. Modern day mines, if you've ever been in one, drifts are a lot bigger than this. You'll see the pictures right here, how big they are. They aren't this tiny usually. And that means you can fit a lot bigger machines. So we can't fit those big machines in our tiny drifts. So unfortunately, I only have pictures with me. But we're actually expanding our underground tour. If you come back in 2024, we're going to have a whole new drift with bigger and better things. It's going to be a lot of fun. So I just recommend to come back when that happens. But for now, I have pictures. So this one's first. Let's take a look. That right there is your Simba. Drills vertically into the ceiling. And yeah. And when you walk by this way, you're going to see your Jumbo. That one has 2 to 4 arms to drill simultaneously into the wall. This right here is the drill itself. That's the Jumbo. It's huge. So yeah. Is there any questions about the equipment? Good? Perfect. That means we're going to go into the refuge station. I'm going to tell you a little bit what happens in the refuge station. So you guys can follow me just around the corner. We're going to sit in there. It's heated, so if any of you are cold. Alright, guys, go ahead and take a seat. Workplace or at school or at home, when you hear the fire alarm go off, you head outside to avoid danger. Well, miners can't exactly go outside when they're like 1,000 to 2,000 meters underground. So to stay safe from the danger, they head in here. Danger can vary. It could be cave-in, gas, flood. They have clay to seal the door. This area is completely safe. It's reinforced, has its own ventilation system. The fridge works. The microwave works. The safety works. And yeah, so everything works. And now the way they get warned of this danger is a little bit different. They don't have an alarm because frankly most miners have hearing protection, so they won't be here. They also don't have flashing lights because electricity underground is not reliable. Therefore, this smell gets emitted into the vents. It's in this jar right here, so I'll pass it around. And it's very, it doesn't smell the best. So you guys can pass it to the next person if you don't want to smell it. But yeah, you guys could pass it around. Remember like propane or something, kind of smells like that?
Yeah, kind of. Alright, so besides our refuge station, there's also the lunchroom where everyone's going to eat their lunch. My
guys know lunch boxes on the table right there. Those are mine as lunch boxes. Alright. Alright, did anyone miss their turn? Good? Perfect. So those are mine as lunch boxes. They're super great. The person who invented these is actually from Sudbury. Now, they're thin lengthwise, so more miners can fit in the cage. That was his inspiration behind it. And they're made out of metal, so they're not hard to destroy. We sell these in our gift shop. So I'll warn you, they're pretty penny. They're expensive. So yeah, miner loot boxes. Here also at Dynamic Earth, we have Canada's deepest mailbox in my corner right there. If you have any mail, you may do so. If you ever come back, we have postcards in our gift shop or in our front desk. And you can mail something from 22 meters underground. And yeah, Canada's deepest. And yeah, so, is there any questions for the scenario? Good? Perfect. All right, we have 5 to 10 minutes left of our tour. We're in the last stretch now, so you guys can follow me this way.
Meron naman filter dito, Rita, tubig. So technology's evolved quite a bit. There's now robot jobs underground, drones, it's great. So yeah, it's pretty great job. Now I'll talk about this fella right here. That is our raised drill. So that's the sound of the raised drill. Drills vertically into the ceiling. That's a video. I'll also tell you guys the salary of a miner, a lot better than $2, trust me. Depends on your position and where you work, and so I can't say any specific numbers, but trust me, a lot higher. And that is our jumbo we saw earlier, the one with 24 arms, drill simultaneously below. So yeah, mine is pretty great now, a lot better than the 1800s, I can tell you that much. Is there any questions? We're good? Perfect. Now we have our last little stretch. So, you guys follow me while we make our way back to the cage. Hooray! My shoes one there. Ay, meron naman diamond. Yung diamond doon eh.
Doon ako yan.
Meron leftover. Ay!
going out now. Let's see.
Now we're just going down this way.
Huh?
Bye, Bob.
Bob.
Hi, Bob.
See.
Bye, Bob. See you
Is
next
Bob,
time.
Bob here then?
Let's see. It's very new. Have a very large space dedicated for it. It's big and fine. We usually currently established. We're still working on it, but it's an effort to the re-greening program. It's pretty cool. Digital perfect grow things. And yeah, so there's a greenhouse. Shelves where they were, so stick with the white hard hats. Blue ones go back on the blue hard hat shelf, okay? So please, yeah. All right, that's the white hard hats, and that is the children's hard hats, okay?
That's the human.
Talaga, malamig kasi.